Radical.
Welcome to part 2 of Radical Rapid Fire Comment Response for July 25th through July 31st, 2022. Short comments, quick replies. Anthony Matterford. Those pads are all for the bin, laugh out loud. Yeah, those pads I got in the box. Various pads. It looked like a good deal. I'm like, okay. PlayStation 2 may or may not work, but there's like 3 or 4 controllers in here. That's not too bad, plus a lot of wires, maybe some HDMI cables. Some stuff I could have some use from, but 2 out of 3 of those were Xbox 360 controllers, and not good ones, like cheap rock candy ones. And one of them was actually missing one of the right triggers and everything, so that was for the bin. You were right on that. The other one for the bin, but I don't know if I have a PlayStation 2 controller around here. I might have to use that just to do a system test. The other one might be okay, but it's an Xbox 360 controller, and it's missing the end of the cable to where you connect it. There's a breakaway. It's missing that part. So hell, you might be right. All of those controllers might be for the bin. Sean A. The price of PS2 games now are ridiculous among other factors like disc rot and buying resurfaced disc I'd rather emulate. Yeah, think about it. If you can't tell if a disc has been resurfaced, if some of them are done really well, sometimes you can tell. Some of you say that you can tell. I forget. I was asking that question, but I forget if some of you said you could actually retell if you could tell. But if it's a cartridge game and retro, I would pay more for a cartridge game than I would a disc game. The only way I might be really interested is if it just looks like it's pristine and maybe sealed. Yeah, I would definitely buy sealed if I was buying retro and stuff like that. But yeah, you might get a lot of games, maybe PS1 games, and maybe they have disc rot. I would say just look at the condition of the disc and just say, okay, does this look like it's been in storage, maybe in the heat for a while? Or does it look like they're really clean, like they've been kept in someone's air-conditioned home? Bellstar. This was a funny time period on YouTube with a lot of debates between YouTubers, and I also think some YouTubers are way too sensitive. I noticed some YouTubers have shadow banned me. It took me a long time to realize that. Yeah, it's weird how you can't even tell. YouTube doesn't tell you that you're shadow banned on a channel. You might be leaving comments and wondering, why am I not getting any responses? I think YouTube actually should do something to where it tells you if you've actually been banned on a channel. I don't know why YouTube doesn't do that, or why does YouTube let you leave a comment and you can see it on the page? Are they just trying to be gentle with your feelings? But yeah, it just seems like there's not as much open debating by YouTubers now as it maybe was early on in YouTube. I think what happens now is some YouTubers are really big, or they think their channels are really big, and they're just too good to talk to people that maybe don't have channels or something, But yeah, old YouTube was quite interesting compared to current YouTube. Kitsune Metal. With all that dust in the PS2, I would be surprised if it even boots up. You would think that the seller would have taken the time to clean it before selling it to you. Okay, I got an interesting story to share on the next Flea Market Stories, or maybe the one after the next one, going into detail about the origin of that box of PlayStation 2 stuff. But you would think, if I were selling anything, I would clean it up. Because, it just looks like nasty to have a console like that way in a box, and you're selling it in the box. I mean, if you want to sell something and get respect, you properly display it on the table. You don't just have it in the box, because people are going to be like, okay, that's just crap in the box. But if you take it out, you clean it up, you might do what I'm going to do, which is actually clean it up, put the time into cleaning it up, cleaning it out, and then reselling it, hopefully, in the future. Or maybe I'll keep it, not sure. Infinite Recursion. Logan Paul actually did pretty well at SummerSlam last night. I still don't like him, but he can wrestle. Side note, did you see Kid Rock sucking face with trailer trash Tammy? I almost threw up. Well, no, I didn't see that, and I don't want to see that. I don't need to see Kid Rock sucking face with anybody. I would probably almost throw up. Also, if it was Tammy Lynn Sitch. Tammy Lynn Sitch? Sunny from the days? The 90s? Is that the person you're talking about? Or is there another trailer trash Tammy? It's going to be funny if that's actually a wrestler. Here comes trailer trash Tammy. Logan Paul, I will give him his due. I will. And I'm a very critical person. But the guy can actually wrestle. He can wrestle. I saw the person wrestling. That YouTuber, Logan Paul, He can wrestle. I mean, he's not exactly Bret Hart. He's green, but I mean, he gets and understands wrestling. He has a physique, and he did a frog splash outside the ring onto Miz. So he can wrestle. Is he going to be a successful babyface? No, I don't think so. Will he win people over? I don't think so. Um, will he be good on the mic? No, I don't see that ever happening.